Look in the mirror. Do you even recognize the man staring back, or has your own reflection slowly turned into a stranger? Too many men drift through life half awake, numbed by routine, watching their potential decay while time tears past like a raging river. Maybe you slipped. Maybe life hit you so hard that you stopped pushing back. But here's the truth most people forget. The fire inside you never truly dies. It doesn't disappear. It waits for oxygen, for movement, for a decision. Comfort will choke the life out of you if you let it. Bow to ease and you quietly chain yourself to weakness. Fear hardship and you surrender before the fight even begins. A Stoic understands something different. He doesn't wait to be saved. He meets pressure head on. He bends pain into power, turns rejection into resilience, and forges wisdom from every loss instead of running from it. This video is not motivational. It's a line in the sand. You'll learn how to reset your mindset, burn away what no longer serves you, restart your direction, and rebuild your foundation from the ground up. Step by step, these Stoic strategies show you how to reclaim discipline, protect your energy, and turn setbacks into fuel rather than excuses. Stay until the end, and you won't be guessing anymore. You'll know how to dismantle weakness, reignite your inner fire, and rebuild yourself into a man no storm can break. Welcome to Stoic Philosophy Daily, where your story matters. Share your experience or your biggest struggle below. Every comment you leave is a gift. Here, your voice matters. We read with care, answer with heart, and treat your journey as part of our own. This is more than a channel, it's a circle of strength. If you're ready to let the old version of you die and rebuild with intention, drop "I choose to reset and rise" in the comments. Lock in. This isn't just another video. It's the moment you decide to wake up or continue fading in silence. Step 1. Reset. Burn the past. Release the weight. Every man reaches a moment where he must set fire to the past. No more dragging old pain, old failures, or expired versions of himself forward. Reset means cutting loose every ghost that still haunts you. The failures that whispered, "You're not enough." The betrayals that left you bleeding in silence. The heartbreaks that turned your fire into ash. These are not death sentences. They are scars that sharpened your edge. The people who doubted you or walked away did not define you. They revealed their place behind you. Don't fall into the trap of seeing yourself as a collection of wounds or mistaking scars for identity. The Stoic path demands brutal honesty. You are not your mistakes, not your history, not yesterday's man. Each time you let the past decide who you can be, you hand your future to the weakest version of yourself. The past is a thing that's beyond us, Marcus Aurelius wrote. What matters is the choice you make now. If the old version of you lived in the shadows, today you strike the match and let it burn. Reset is not symbolic, it is ignition. You erase the lines that once boxed you in and step forward without apology, without explanation, without ghosts at your back. Reset means tearing up every contract you ever signed with weakness. You owe your old self nothing. Every scar, every regret, every setback carried a lesson, not a sentence. When you finally see the difference, something shifts. The weight lifts. Power rushes in. Freedom stops feeling like a fantasy and starts feeling real. This is Stoic alchemy. Pain turns into wisdom. Loss into clarity, wounds into weapons. Your fire reignites the moment the past becomes fuel instead of a cage. Try this. Tonight, write down every regret, grudge, and failure you are still carrying. Read the list out loud, then destroy it, tear it up, burn it, delete it. As it disappears, notice the fear tangled with relief in your chest. Ask yourself, what part of me is still living in yesterday? Who would I become if I finally let go? Each time you burn an old story, you unlock a new possibility. Every day you carry dead weight is a day you deny your real power. The future belongs to the man who rises from the ashes, not the one who stays chained to old ghosts. At Stoic Daily, we believe freedom begins where the past ends. Drop "I burn the past" and rise in the comments. What chain are you ready to break tonight? Step 2. Restart. Build a new foundation. Most people stay trapped because they're terrified of starting over. That stuck feeling, the fear of looking foolish, the weight of not knowing where to begin. So they cling to what's broken simply because it's familiar. But every day you linger in the ruins, you reinforce the walls of your own prison. Restarting is not a weakness. It is raw, untamed power. It's the moment you stand in the wreckage and refuse to let your story end there. True courage shows up at the bottom, when comfort is gone and only the bare bones of your will remain. The unstoppable are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who rise again and again, each time life collapses beneath them. What separates the resilient from the rest is not luck or talent, but response. Do you let failure cement your fate, or do you become the architect of your own rebirth? The world offers no mercy. Collapse comes for everyone. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Every setback, every misstep, every moment you want to quit is not proof of your limit. It is the forge where your next self is shaped. Pain and disorientation are not your undoing. They are the raw materials of a stronger foundation. That sense of being lost or defeated is not a signal to retreat. It is an invitation to become relentless. The old road is gone, and that is your freedom. You are not here to survive what broke you. You are here to rebuild, sharper, wiser, and more deliberate than before. The Stoics did not merely endure collapse. They used it. They built from it. They understood that true power is formed in the depths, not at the peaks. When everything is stripped away, your ability to create from nothing is where fate is rewritten. Every life you admire was shaped at a breaking point. Greatness is never born in comfort. It emerges in the moment everything falls apart and a choice must be made. They faced the void, walked through fire, and rose not as victims, but as builders of a new direction. Destruction became a defining moment, not a final one. Now it's your turn. Every restart is a confrontation, a chance to forge your future with your own hands and design a life that actually belongs to you. Try this. This week, face one area of your life that clearly needs a new beginning. Your routine, your health, your mindset, a relationship you've been avoiding. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Choose a small but decisive action, something that scares you just enough to matter. Expect resistance, expect doubt, expect discomfort. Then notice what happens when you keep going anyway. The old fear loosens its grip. A new foundation starts to form beneath your feet. Ask yourself, if I had nothing left to lose, how boldly would I rebuild? What kind of man could rise from these ashes if I stayed committed? At Stoic Daily, we believe power is forged at the breaking point, not in comfort. Drop "I rise from the ashes" in the comments. What are you choosing to restart this week? Step 3. Refocus. Lock in on your mission. The world is drowning in noise, distractions, and endless escapes that promise relief but deliver nothing. Most people drift through their days, pulled by whatever grabs their attention next, scattering energy across every shiny thing, then wondering why life feels empty and unfinished. Their focus leaks away minute by minute until nothing meaningful is built. The Stoic path is different. It is about cutting away everything that does not serve your mission and forging a deliberate, unbreakable focus on what truly matters. Distraction is not harmless. It is the slow death of potential. Every time you chase a quick fix or fall back into old habits, you hand over the very energy required to build your future. Epictetus said it clearly, freedom is the only true possession. When your attention is owned by comfort, avoidance, or other people's agendas, you are not free. You are ruled from the inside. To refocus is to declare war on wasted time and diluted purpose. It means practicing the discipline of saying no, not only to others, but to yourself. The strongest minds are not formed in chaos, but in clarity. When your mission is clear, even hard days move you forward instead of sideways. Each time you resist distraction, you reinforce your ability to choose instead of react, to act instead of drift. Momentum is built this way, quietly and repeatedly, while most people stay stuck in mental noise. Try this. This week, choose one goal that truly matters, something that would meaningfully move your life forward if you gave it real effort. Each morning, write it down. Set a timer for 30 minutes of undistracted work. Silence your phone. Close every tab. Do only that one thing. When your mind wanders, notice the urge to escape. Then bring it back without frustration. Pay attention to the resistance and to the quiet strength that forms each time you stay with the work. Focus is trained the same way muscles are, through deliberate repetition. At the end of the week, look at what you produced and ask yourself, if I lived this way for a year, how different would my life become? How much freedom have I been giving away by letting distraction decide for me? At Stoic Daily, we believe focus is a power built by choice, not by chance. Drop "I lock in on my mission" in the comments. What is one distraction you are cutting out today to reclaim your edge? Step 4. Protect your energy like your life depends on it. Not everyone deserves access to you. Your energy is sacred. Your drive, your focus, and your inner fire are the fuel behind everything you will ever build. Yet every day, too many men give their energy away as if it were disposable, letting users, leeches, and emotional parasites drain them until nothing remains but frustration and exhaustion. Over time, this quiet leakage becomes the reason ambition fades and discipline collapses. Some people are not just distractions, they are destroyers. Every minute spent trying to please them is a minute stolen from your future. Every conversation that leaves you drained takes a piece of your clarity and strength with it. This is not cruelty, it is reality. The Stoics understood that strength begins with discernment. Your power is shaped by what you refuse to tolerate. If someone cannot respect your purpose, your focus, or your peace, their presence comes at a cost you cannot afford. Guard your energy the way a lion guards its pride. Calm, firm, without apology. Walk away from those who only take, manipulate, or subtly diminish your worth. No explanations, no justifications. You do not owe anyone access to your life if they refuse to respect the boundaries that protect it. Each boundary you enforce strengthens your self-respect and sharpens your focus. When you cut the cord without guilt, something shifts. The noise fades, your mind clears. A deeper strength emerges, steady, unshakable, difficult to disturb. Some people will rise to meet this standard. Others will drift away, uncomfortable with a version of you they can no longer use. That loss is not failure, it is alignment. The moment you release what drains you, you recover energy you didn't realize was missing. Try this. This week, write down the people, habits, or situations that consistently leave you feeling depleted. Choose one boundary and enforce it without explanation. Mute the negativity, decline the invitation, say no and mean it. Pay attention to the relief that follows and to the quiet confidence that grows when you honor your space. Ask yourself, Who do I become when I stop letting others siphon my power? How much more could I build if my energy were finally protected? At Stoic Daily, we believe energy is your most valuable asset. Guard it relentlessly. Drop "I protect my energy" in the comments. What is one drain you are cutting off this week? Step 5. Discipline over feelings. Motivation is only a spark, bright, fast, and gone before you can rely on it. Discipline is the fire that stays lit when everything else fades. It carries you through storms, excuses, and the days your body aches or your mind begs you to stop. The world does not pause for your feelings, and progress does not wait for comfort. If you keep waiting for the right mood or perfect timing, life will move forward without you. Winners do not chase motivation. They show up when they are tired, uncertain, and carrying doubt. Discipline becomes both their weapon and their shield. It is the quiet vow that nothing, not discomfort, not fear, not even failure, will stop their movement forward. Marcus Aurelius said it clearly: "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." What you struggle against is not blocking you, it is shaping you. Feelings are fleeting. They are persuasive, seductive, and often dangerous when left unchecked. They promise rest, ease, and excuses. They whisper that you have done enough, that today does not matter. Discipline answers with action. It is the steel in your spine that holds when emotion collapses. Each time you move forward in discomfort, something shifts. Doubt quiets, confidence grows. You will learn that it can be trusted under pressure. This is the logic the Stoics live by. Struggle is not an enemy, it is a raw material. Resistance is the weight that forges resilience. Hard days become training grounds, not obstacles. You stop living at the mercy of mood and start building a life that holds steady through setbacks, opinions, and internal storms. Over time, effort itself becomes part of your identity. You are no longer someone who waits to feel ready. You are someone who acts regardless. Try this. For the next 7 days, choose one daily habit: a workout, journaling, waking up on time. Commit to it without negotiation. Expect resistance, expect the urge to skip, the excuses your mind will invent. Then notice what happens when you show up anyway. Pay attention to how your confidence grows and how emotional noise loses its grip. Ask yourself, who am I when I choose discipline over feeling? What kind of life could I build if I showed up no matter the storm? Each time you act out of emotion, you send yourself a clear message. You are a man who moves forward. At Stoic Daily, we believe the man who chooses discipline over comfort becomes unbreakable. Drop "I build discipline daily" in the comments. What habit are you forging into your identity this week? No more waiting, no more excuses. This is your crossroads, the moment that shapes the man you become from this point forward. No one is coming to save you. No rescue arrives quietly in the background. You either release the past or you drag its weight like a shadow through every step of your future. You either burn down the old version of yourself or stay trapped in the same cycle, repeating the same regrets on different days. There is no middle ground here. This is where words lose their power and action takes over. Let the past go. Destroy the part of you that clings to comfort, delay, and excuses. Rebuild yourself with a will so disciplined it no longer depends on motivation. Channel your energy into this moment fully and without retreat. No more drifting, no more distractions. The choice is direct, final, and entirely yours to carry. If something in this message cracked open inside you, do not let it close again. Act now. Write in the comments, "I'm leaving my old self behind today." Commit publicly. Step forward deliberately. Subscribe and walk this path with us. Not as spectators, but as men who choose action over hesitation. Tear down what has kept you small and replace it with structure. Discipline and purpose. At Stoic Philosophy Daily, we believe a new life begins the moment you stop negotiating with the past and start choosing who you become. What will you release? What will you build next? The decision is yours.
If you're seeking more, discover the full path on my channel, Stoic Philosophy Daily.